So I saw this post on Instagram and it was asking which one of these trios were better. The first one you have is Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, and Manu Ginobili, who won 4 rings together. Or the other one that won 4 rings together, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, or Draymond Green. If you look at the most wins by a trio in NBA playoff history, you got those Spurs guys, you got the Lakers in the 80s, and then of course you have the 2010s Golden State Warriors. But as far as the best trio, out of all trios, while numbers may be in favor of some other guys, there is no trio that we've seen that's been as good as these three in their prime. You're talking about one guy who was a defensive player of the year, one of the greatest defensive players and floor generals of all time, and he's going to be a Hall of Famer. You're talking about another guy who's made 14 threes in a game before, one of the greatest shooters of all time, probably the best pure shooting stroke ever. That guy's going to go to the Hall of Fame. Then you've got the main guy, Steph Curry, who in a lot of people's estimation is the greatest point guard to ever play the sport of basketball. Hall of Fame, first ballot, no question about it, top 10 player in the history of basketball by a lot of people's expectations. You're talking about a team that can only get beat by the greatest player of all time in his prime, with the help of one of the greatest and most skilled guards we've ever seen. Those are the only guys that could beat these three. Anybody else was cooked. You were a silver platter meal, and the Warriors were waiting to eat you up and tear you apart. Then these buffoons went out and got Kevin freaking Durant, a top 15 player in the history of basketball, a 7-foot sniper with guard skills. But I get that's outside of the trio. The point is, this is the greatest trio we've ever seen. Now, I do think there are others that are nice and really, really good, but I mean, these three guys in their primes, especially with the changing in the modern NBA, you're not beating them, man. I'm sorry, you're not. All respect to the other trios, though. Let me know which one you guys think is the greatest of all time.